I need you to explain something to me.
Yes.
When does the 0.25 reduction go away? What number takes it away?
Okay, so according to the plan that we were discussing tonight, we would implement a 0.25 credit reduction on the income taxes in Massillon. It would go into effect mid-year. It would go away upon passage of a tax levy, most likely an income tax levy that would be at 1.9 or 2%. Once that's passed and that goes into effect, the 0.25 would go away.
Okay, what I'm not clear on, it seems to me that there was some elasticity there in the numbers that, if I understood Councilman Manson correctly, not 1.9 wouldn't cut it, but I think everybody's pretty much agreed that 2.0 would, except if it the income tax doesn't pass for a number of times, that number would actually have to go up over time or not?
It could be, because if you're not generating enough revenue to keep up with expenses, then over time you might build up a deficit or something of that nature. Expenses go up. But I think most members of council were in agreement that 2% is probably the number. The mayor did state that she may not be in agreement with that, so maybe a 1.95, just keep it slightly under that bar, will work out a little bit better for us. We'll have to see the numbers that they give us and see what works best.
Well, how much does the reduction in the credit raise at 0.25?
At a full year of effectiveness, it would be $555,000 and some change. So
that has to be offset by an income tax increase. Is that the way to look at it?
It could be, yeah. The current plan that we submitted had $840,000 a year in income tax increase, $555,000 in credit reduction, revenue generation. So when we start playing with numbers, we do want to have to offset those too. So if you don't raise the income tax above 1.9, then you got to do something with that 555.
Now, will the credit reduction go away on its own? Will it take action by council?
I'm going to have to talk to the law director to see how that language goes. The last time we did something similar, it went away with the vote. It went away with the vote at the ballot. So that enacted, essentially the legislation was written in such a way that upon the passage and an enactment of the income tax, this other piece just disappeared.
So council gave a little bit tonight in terms of taking away the direct and specific language of the sunset of the reduction. Is that correct?
Correct. Where previously we were stating that everybody votes in the fall, and if it passes, then everybody's tax liability goes down. What we've done is altered it, tweaked it a little bit, and said, hey, if the income tax does not pass, then the credit reduction will remain in effect at the 25%.
Do you think, in effect, by making it pretty clear, at least it's my assessment, that she wouldn't support a 2.0 income tax and an increase of 0.2, that the mayor, in a sense, is hanging on to the credit reduction?
You know, I'm not quite sure about the reasoning behind that yet. I guess time will tell, and we'll see where she really comes out on it.
Okay. Your overall assessment, you optimistic? Do you have to have a plan in place by next Wednesday, a week from this coming Wednesday?
Yeah, by the 24th, we have to have a plan that is submitted to the commission, and then they will come back with either approval or rejection again, and then we continue to work from there.
Could you see a situation where the commission votes 4-3, or you think it's always going to be a 7-0 vote one way or another?
You know, I think we could probably end up 4-3. You know, there's 2 representatives on there from the state. They obviously look at this from a much different perspective. They deal with these kind of things all the time. So right there's 2 votes. If you get a couple more out, and then
gentleman on the end was from the state.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't tell you his name off the top of my head. But he's
who was the member who raised the question about certainty?
I believe that was Mr. Yund. He is a local business owner. He's been a great benefit to the community for years, and I'm sure his knowledge is being beneficial to the commission.
I take it that you take exception to that evaluation?
We're trying.
Well, you know, I see where he was coming from, because there are some pieces that could come away. But in government, with referendums and different voices that can speak of the people, nothing's quite certain. At any point in time, our citizens can step up and start to change things. So certainty is a little bit different in the public sector than it is in the private sector, but he still had some valid points.
My take on Sharon Handrahan is that she's a facilitator, and she could be a key person in bringing council and the commission together. Do you see it that way or not?
Yeah, I think her bringing the commission here tonight was very beneficial, and having her understand our point of view can be beneficial as well. The first plan that was presented to the commission, I don't think we were able to accurately express ourselves, and tonight we got that opportunity.
Yeah, that actually was communicated by the mayor before, correct? For your first plan. Or did somebody from council communicate that to commission?
I think Councilman Manson was there as well, but essentially it was just handed in. I don't know how much communication actually took place.
Okay. Well, thank you, Councilman Ed Lewis, Ward 6, City of Massillon.
Thank you.
Chairman of the Finance Committee.
Thank you.
Thank you.